The four predictions for the US housing market. Let's kind of go through these one by one. Prediction one, rising home sales. Olson said the housing market was slowly becoming unstuck, a trend that should continue as home prices rise at a modest pace. The firm predicts that home prices will rise by 2.6% in 2025, while existing home sales will notch 4.3 million, up from 4 million sales. What it's showing you is that prices are going to continue to go up, which is good if you're in the game. If you're sitting on the sidelines, you're like, oh no, I want prices to go down because I'm trying to find some buying opportunity. The reality is you're not going to find it. Like, I hate to be the one to tell you, but the time is now. The longer you wait in this game, you're just waiting for prices to go higher and higher. You're just waiting for prices to keep going up, and for a variety of reasons, some of which we're going to talk about tonight. But you're not necessarily going to get price relief. You may get it in a local market. Like if you go into Florida right now, and because of higher insurance premiums and higher property taxes, higher everything, higher HOA fees, people are just fleeing like the area. So the property values are going down. But think about it. Is that really a savings? What do you care about as an investor, specifically an investor? Like there are different things that you care about as even a mom and pop buyer, somebody who's just going to live in a house. But what do you care about as an investor? I just care about two things: how much money's going out every month, how much money's coming in every month. And I want the second number to be bigger, right? Even if the price is lower in Florida, if the monthly payment is higher because of the HOA fees, because of the insurance premiums, because of the taxes, doesn't matter. Do you really care if more money per month is coming out of your pocket? So even in some of these markets, when you see adjustments in pricing, oh, well, prices are down here. Why are they down? Are they down because it's bad to buy here? Because other factors within your monthly, what they call your monthly nut, which is the amount of money that's coming out every month, is your monthly nut growing on the property? Is that more expensive? That to me is a little bit more important than oh, the prices came down 10%. I don't care. Did my monthly payment come down 10%? That's what I need to know to be in a good position. So you kind of have that. You're going to have choppy mortgage rates, which we're already seeing. I'll touch on mortgages very quickly. Mortgage rates have dropped significantly over the last week, maybe over the last couple of weeks, but they've dropped significantly. And it saves you money. Is it game-changing money? I mean, you tell me. So new purchase mortgage rates sank as much as 39 basis points this past week, lowering monthly payments on new loans. The 30-year fixed rate average dropped 23 basis points to 6.68%. 15-year loans saw their average rate fall a quarter percentage point to 5.84%. Jumbo 30-year rates gave up 18 basis points, lowering to 6.72%. And that's something that we want to look into, the jumbo 30-year. So 6.72. On a loan of 200,000 to 600,000, this week's rate drops just this week mean you could save $31 to $92 per month on a 30-year loan. That's not bad. That's an extra $100 a month in your pocket just this week. So rates, I think they're going to be choppy, meaning up and down. They're not going to go straight up, straight down. They're going to kind of chop as these Trump tariffs come into play and start to, the market reacts to them. So you're going to see rates kind of reacting to tariffs and inflationary pressure. That's going to happen probably until June-ish, I say, when we kind of balance out, maybe in like June. And then you'll see things start to stabilize and probably just continuously go lower with pressure being put on the Fed to reduce rates. Let's get into another prediction. A buyer's market in the Southwest. Zillow's data indicates most buyers markets in the U.S. are in the Southeast. I would disagree. I think, well, it depends on what you would consider a buyer's market. Zillow thinks a buyer's market's where people want to like move and kind of live. I think it's where you can rent properties and make cash flow, right? This is the 24/7 cash flow university. And for cash flow, the Northeast is king, not the Southwest, not the Southeast. So it depends on what you're talking about. But it said buyers could find more opportunities in the Southwest next year as more inventory in the region becomes unstuck and attracts home buyers. I believe that. I believe inventory will become unstuck because rates are going to continue to fluctuate. They're going to go down in a, I think, dramatic way. I think in a way that people haven't seen before. What goes up must come down. What goes up fast usually comes down fast. So I think rates are going to fall fast. They're going to fall a point. You're just going to wake up one day and there's going to be a 5 in front of that interest rate. These buyer markets should have the greatest number of movers, while sellers will feel the heat of competition as buyers will have more homes to choose from. Buyer's market is good for us investors. If you're an investor, you're watching this and you want to get out of the 9 to 5, like you should be watching this if you're tuned into this for just one reason, maybe two. One, you want to get out of the 9 to 5, or two, I just don't want to be dependent on the 9 to 5 and I want to leave legacy. Leave legacy should always be a part of it, in my opinion. You need some motivation outside of self. So just to leave assets, to not start your kids at zero, which is what a lot of people do. An investment here could yield a greater profit in the future because I believe in the future mission. So I'm comfortable making this investment because I know me and I know my skill sets and my capability. And if somebody puts me in a position, I'm going to be able to run with that ball. If somebody calls sweep right and puts a football on my chest, I'm going to break through that line. Like, you have to have some type of attitude about it, some type of mentality. But that's that. If you don't have your mind right, you're cooked anyway. It doesn't matter what I teach you, what you learn, whose channel you tap into. If you don't have your mind right, you're done. That's the best advice I can give anyone. You got to be tough. You have to start with mindset. You have to stay locked in. Smaller homes. This is interesting. Zillow predicted that small homes would continue to rise in popularity. The firm said the word cozy appeared in 35% more Zillow listings this year than last year, a sign that buyers could be more interested in downsizing to smaller and more affordable abodes. Home values of small condos are finally stabilizing after remote work left downtowns more empty, even while home value appreciation of larger properties, though much stronger, continues to soften.